Well, after Friday's screw up with the table saw, finally back to finishing off the ceiling in this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. That is Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Okay, here it is Sunday, the 9th of January. Been at it most of the day today. Took a couple little breaks here and there, and I had to cook dinner for everybody, but yeah, I cooked dinner. Believe me, yeah, nothing elaborate. I warmed stuff up. You know, basically. Anyway, so we're back at it. You know, I had that problem Friday night where I put that big gouge in the ceiling panel I was going to put up, so I at least used that as a template. Made sure I got all my holes correct for the light fixture and for the outlet that's going up. I did end up putting some more of that padding in. I can't turn the light on back there right now because I have to finish the wiring to make it all the way to the microwave cabinet. I'm just going to put up a couple of pieces of molding that are already painted and put those in place later, so that'll help that look good, and that'll just kind of finish off that whole padded look for that section. I've got another little piece of painted molding to go up in between my two panel pieces, and right now I've already got the new panel all cut. Where is it? I have it somewhere in here, behind my seat, I think. All the holes are cut, everything's ready, so I'm going to go ahead and put that up, and then get the light fixture wired, put the plate on for the outlet. Then I'm going to show you how I'm going to button down the vinyl around the paneling so that it'll have a nice finished look. So let's get to all that. Alright, I got the ceiling panel essentially up. I need to trim a little bit right off of that side right there. Have it hopping kind of around the wall there, which you can't see. There you go. Outlet boxes are cut out in place like they need to be. It's tucking into the vinyl on this side. There's the other piece of vinyl I put in. Like I said, I'm going to put a little piece of molding to kind of help hide that space so it'll look a little bit better. I'm going to put some molding against that side. Might even do molding over here. I haven't decided on that yet. But going to go trim a little piece off right over here. Then we'll stick the ceiling up in place. Alright, well, got the ceiling up. Got the other light up. Of course, if I aim up at it now, all you're going to see is lots of light. You can see the ceiling going back there. I even got the wood panel to almost completely match. Got to put a little molding in there. There's the other light, and there's the outlet you can see up there in the ceiling. And there's all my padding over there. I'll turn off the light so you can get a better shot. Alright, just using the phone's light now. You can see the ceiling going all the way back there in the corner along the vinyl. I'm going to have to put a little molding right there on that seam. We got it to match pretty nicely up against the cabinets. It goes over there to the padding. I'll put a little strip of molding in there where you can see that little bit of white of the foam sticking through. But with the paneling tucking up there on the padding area, I think it looks nice because that follows along over here underneath that upper cabinet. Brought this vinyl that I'd put on a long time ago around that front beam, wrapped it around underneath, and used those finishing washers, finishing washers along with the screws, and put it in the panel again to give it more of a finished edge all the way over to the wall here. There's my outlet underneath. And of course now my three lights, this one being right in front of my closet, and over my seating area. My daughter said she would make my cushions for me, so that's going to be nice. Alright, now we'll turn the light back on. Let there be light! Oh! So there you go. So how about that? Alright, so now when you look behind me, there's no more exposed wood of any kind. It's all finished off like it should be. So that's nice. The only exposed wood is where my cushions have yet to go. And if I can turn the light off, you'll see it even better. Alright, there I just plugged in my little light that's stuck to the back of my seat right now. Because of course with those other lights on, it blinds the camera. But now you can see the padded ceiling up there with the light in it right over the toilet and sink area. And the other light right there, right over my closet with that outlet right in front of it, which will feed my little rope lights. They're going to spell out C and T up there for Clutch Trucker. So that'll be kind of cool. I'm making good use of my Christmas gifts and everything. So now, how about that? When you look behind me, everything looks finished. Not a lot yet to do still inside. Well, there's got to be a caveat to everything, right? I bought this light at Menards, originally to go there, where that one is, because I bought that one and that one in a box from Lowe's. It came in a box as a pair. Same ones that are up there. This one's a little bit different. I tried to put it in over there, but the way it mounts is different, so I had to use one of these. Well, now here's the problem. I wrestled with this one for an hour to get it into place. It has a different kind of bracket inside. It kind of snaps it. Well, finally got it in, but here's the trouble. Look at this. Yeah. Cabinet door hits it. It's not as thin as the other two. So now I've got to go buy a different light to put up there tomorrow. By the time I realized that tonight, it was 10 minutes till 8 p.m. and Lowe's was going to be closed, so couldn't deal with that then. Oh no, everything can't go smoothly, can it? No. There's the perfect example. So I'm just leaving it for now since I wrestled with the damn thing for an hour. The others, you screw it in and you kind of slide it, you know? Like so many, they have the screw things where it has the bigger section and then the smaller section. You put the screw in, you can put them in ahead of time, you put it up there, you tighten them down a little bit and you slide it into place and you tighten it some more. Real easy to do. That one has this separate bracket you have to put in, and then it snaps into that, and the element above it sticks in above into the wires and stuff. Like I say, I wrestled with it for an hour, finally got it up into place where it stays in there, and now it's too freaking tall. So we try to be calm. I'll just go replace it. So luckily that light only cost me 19 bucks because I can't do anything with it now. I'll give it to my son, see if he wants to use it for his next Five Nights at Freddy's thing. That he's going to be building a whole other set to do that. They're going to do the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 part again live. So maybe he can use the light. I'm trying to give you a little perspective here. Here I'm in my driver's seat, right here. It's hard to get far enough back. The passenger seat would go there. I may or may not be putting that back in. I haven't decided yet. But if you look from my driver's seat, see there's my vent leading to storage underneath downstairs. I can pull that open. Okay. And of course my stairs are littered with stuff right now, but those are cabinets in the stairs. Those two. That one's got a vent in it right there for my APU that you can't see. And then there's the upper stairs, and of course then that brings you to the upstairs area, which those lights are off up there right now, but it kind of gives you a better overview of the whole remodel of the truck. If I get back here looking to see where my coat is in that back corner, back there in the corner is the freezer right there. I moved that vent so it would still be functional above that. There's my fridge right there. Kind of all has a built-in look. That was the whole point. And now you can see the ceiling up there and see how nice that looks with the light there in front of the closet. Then we go to the padded stuff right underneath this cabinet, which is right behind my driver's seat. Vent in there for the, I keep calling it APU, for the inverter. And of course then you can see the light that is stuck up there in that padding. And the padding goes all the way to that door right there, which is for the microwave. That door is for my Ninja Foodie that I can cook pizzas in. Like I say, that's my closet. Sink is going to be right there. And then of course then there's the toilet area, which you can see right here behind my driver's seat. So that gives you a better overview of the whole remodel. Alright, and I turned the upstairs lights on. There's part of my stepladder sticking up there. Right up there, if I can get it to focus, see that edge right there? That's the cutout for what was the rear wall that now goes into my extended bed area upstairs. And if I stand back here, you get a better view of all that. My little closet that I put back there in the corner. Of course, I'm not painting that or anything because my mattress is going to be right there. Got a vent for my APU that I stuck in the wall coming up there. Same kind of lights I have down here. Up there's my little nightstand. It has a closet door right there. And for those of you who have not been following along the whole time, There's the extension coming out the back of the cab in the upper area. It's only that upper area because I didn't want to mess with the structural wall, which was right there. So that's the extension. And the next few days I'll be putting on the insulation in between those panels, all around, underneath, and on the top. I'll be putting the wood skin on, and we'll be adding the diamond plate, which is right over here. Dun, dun, dun. That's what's going to be covering that whole outer box, and I think that's going to look really good. So I think that gives you a very good overall look now of how, and now you know what you're looking at when I'm sitting right here in this position. So now my task here for the rest of tonight is to go ahead and do the little trim pieces, trim boards. They're going to go around this area to create my lower cabinet right down here below my sink. All right, that's where the sink is going to go. Remember, that line is the cutout. Well, that's the outside edge for the sink. So it'll go right there. The faucet is going to go right there in that corner in front of the chute. And I do have that with me. I do have it oh so vicariously leaning against the chute there, just to give you an idea of where that faucet is going to go. It can turn a little bit more that way. It's just that I want it to hold up right now so that it'll aim into the sink area. So that's where that's going to go, to give you an idea. So yes, it will clear those doors because that door swinging up clears the chute. This door going out that way clears the chute. So that's where the faucet is going to be. So like I said, I'm going to measure and cut these trim boards. I'm going to put a piece of the panel that's just like this stuff up here, right here behind the outlet and light switch to finish off this little area here. I'm not going to put anything above it because this is going to be my countertop area. It'll go over the toilet and will scissor, fold up on a hinge right here so I can open that up, have access to the toilet, flip the lid up there like that. Now when the toilet lid is down, this countertop will rest around that board on the back wall. It'll follow around this board, and it'll have little cleats that'll hug this board because this board cannot be fastened permanently into the wall because of that damn panel right there, which I haven't had to access since I started having the truck years ago. But as soon as I make it so I can't access that panel, I'll need to. There's a little piece of board extension that's going to come out right there, which will bring this closer to a straight across thing, and the countertop will sit right there. So I'm going to do the trim boards, put the panel board in there tonight. I'm going to have a little switch, probably right there on the side of that or that little tiny rocker switch, which will turn on and off the pump, which will be mounted somewhere down there so that I can have water flowing up to the whole sink area. Everybody got that? Alright, so that's what I'm going to get finished tonight is cut and measure those boards, the framing boards, trim boards, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to get those painted. I'm going to measure the door opening, and I'm going to make a door just like that door and just like this door up here, the same way, with the angle cut there to make a frame, and I'm going to put that same sort of panel right there inside. So all of this matches. That's the whole point. So it all matches, it all looks really nice, and it looks more of like a professional job. It's going to look more like I brought it to some place to have it done. It's not going to look probably quite as nice as like ARI or somebody else would do it, but for me on like a $5,000 budget and doing it all myself, I think it's going to look pretty freaking good. I think this proves it already. And if you don't think it looks all that good, I say to you, you try to do this. I just stuck my phone back on the mount here on the dash, and I think this gives you a real interesting perspective of everything. You see the padded area under the bottom of that cabinet. You see the whole padded area that was there and is still there in the ceiling for the upper bunk area. You see the front beam. You see those speakers way up there in the back. And you can see part of the ceiling that I just got done tonight. So I think that's where we're going to end the video tonight. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to measure for those boards and all that blah 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 like I said I was going to do. But as I always say, it takes an hour or more to edit these videos, sometimes up to 2, and then it takes like an hour to upload. So I'm going to get all that started while I measure and cut the boards and get all that done. So when we pick up on the video tomorrow, hopefully I'll be screwing those trim pieces in. I'll be putting the door in and all that, and we'll either start working on the top of the sink area, you know, for the sink and the faucet and the whole countertop, or I'll just start working on the outside box. Kind of depends on how the weather's going to go. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Boy, so happy to have that ceiling up. Wow. Didn't know that would be such an effort, but it's up. Just going to put a couple molding strips on, and I might have even done that before I say that part in this video. You never know, right, Rusty? Because, of course, I filmed the Rusty parts at the beginning. So, there you go. You smell good. Did somebody spray you with something? Anyway, thanks for tuning in. As always, please subscribe. Please like and comment if you'd like to. Get to your comments usually within 24 hours while doing this project. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you know when the new videos come out. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Do you sell hard shells? You don't have to ask everybody. Just him. Well, we worked it out. So, do you? Alright, he's eyeing that strip. It's way up here. Where is it going? Oh, it went way back there. Can you get it? Go get it. Go get it, Rusty. Oh, come on. That's a little step. It's a little step. There you go. Oh, yeah. He'll work for the begging strip, baby. Happy dog. Didn't even bring it down to the main floor. Just decided to eat it right there. And where Rusty's standing, there will be some of that countertop foam stuff. And of course, right in front of that, where the hammer is, will be the rest of the cushion area to create my seating area back there. So glad I put that light in the back there too. Yeah. All right, you got it, Rusty.